change and I'll prove you wrong. So go away. Leave us the hell alone. He loves me. Whitney is saying he'll hurt you. Deborah is saying he'll stay with me. Whitney is saying he'll leave you. And both of them are saying for sure, for sure. This is a retake of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation for this hour is pretty simple and straightforward. Same script, different cast. What is the current about an ex? So in this case, it's about a relationship. What if it goes beyond just a relationship? An ex-lover, ex-husband, ex-wife. An ex-boss. So you just got an employment into this very wonderful company and you're so excited about it. And a former employee is telling you, don't get too excited. I used to work for this particular company and trust me, it was not favorable. Don't mind all of these things you see outside. You know, they promise you heaven and earth. They say they'll never owe you salaries. They say they're good people. All fake, all lies. I worked for them for 10 years and this was what happened to me eventually. So be warned. An ex-employee, an ex-boss is warning another of his friend that this person you're about to employ, she used to work for me, oh, this girl is a thief. She steals a whole lot. Don't employ the person. Say, no, you're just jealous because I was able to poach her to my side. She left your company. You know, I heard all the good things she's doing for your company. She's going to replicate it. I say, she was a good person, but a former neighbor. Is Mr. Mike now your neighbor? Mr. Mike? Mr. Mike! If I were you, I'll pack out of that compound. Your landlady is Mrs. Osonubu. Is there a name like that? Anyway, I just came up with that. Mr. Osonubu is your landlord or your landlady. My sister. I've been there before. I used to be their tenant. Same script, different cars. What they showed me Shege. They showed me Pepe. They showed me Shambo. They showed me Tatashi. Those people, if I were you, I will not pack into that compound. Ex what again? You name it. You once used to share a relationship with this person, but for some bad reason, you had to part ways. Now there is someone new. And for some reason, you feel obligated to let this person know what they are getting involved with. I can't believe you want to date Max. Max? I used to date him for 5 years. And in those 5 years, gosh, I only wish that I never came in encounter with him. You want to date Isabel? Isabel, hold on. Isabel Kingsley? That Isabel? Oh, come on. I used to date her. Guy, you shouldn't be associated with that kind of person. She's bad news. Maybe it starts with a thought. But in the end, is it really your business that you had a terrible encounter with them or your relationship with them was not so smooth? Does that mean it's going to be the same with the next person? Or maybe, like Whitney is saying, the person before me should have warned me. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten involved. Maybe someone warned you and you decided to hell with your warning, Jare, and you came to discover it to be true. Would you want the next person to experience same? So which is a better option? You tell me. Between letting someone discover how terrible an ex is on their own or warning them beforehand. Let them discover, I'm going to mind my business. They're going to eventually find out how to be broken. They're going to cry premium tears, last, now everybody go chop breakfast. They're going to chop their own breakfast. Or you know what? My experience wasn't so pleasant. They shouldn't have to go through this. I'm going to go ahead and warn them. 070-0923-0923. 070-0923-0923. That's the number to call. And then the WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 0306416. 0306416. Ex-partner, ex-lover, ex-boss, ex-employee, former neighbor, former tenant, as many exes, former partner, probably a business partner, former customer, ex-customer. Past is past. And you are the future or you are the present. But for some reason, should you find out on your own or would you wish? Oh no, let's also ask the second question. So one thing, you are the informer because you've experienced this person. So it's up to you to choose whether to let the person find out on their own or you want them beforehand. On the other hand, would you like to be informed, warned, before getting entangled with someone, or you would want to find out on your own and however it turns out to be, oh well, you tell me. 070-0923-0923 070-0923-0923. WhatsApp and Telegram number again is 0809-030-6416. You can join the conversation on Twitter. Twitter handle is @NigeriaInfoPH. That's the Twitter handle, @NigeriaInfoPH. And then the Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Do well to turn down the volume of your radio set as you call and also be audible so we can hear you. Same script, different cast. One in the current, about to next is the conversation.
It's natural to have different ideologies. We tend to see things from different perspectives. So, share your views on the sunny side as we make room for philosophical, ethical, and thought-provoking.
Feel free to join the conversation. The question is, which is a better option between letting someone discover how terrible an ex is on their own or warning them beforehand? It could also be an ex-student, an ex-teacher. You did business with someone and you had a very terrible experience with this person. When you discover that someone wants to go ahead and do business with that person, do you warn the person beforehand or like I just mind my business? Let them find out on their own. I don't want to be seen as the bad belle. Some people always are afraid of this thing. It's a scenario now. People tend to use you people to settle. So they find out who told you. Oh, it was Princess that told me. Princess. And some way, somehow, this person you thought you were doing a favor turns around to start attacking you. And in the end, they will both use you to settle. I think that was what brought about the whole, they put mouth for man and woman matter. If not, then go take you settle. You remember that phrase now? Aha. So, something like this. Now, are you going to feel guilty that someone is going to walk in blindly to a relationship that is ultimately not going to turn out well? Are you going to feel guilty that you knew and you did not do anything to prevent this person's heart from being broken, or prevent this person from being defrauded, or prevent this person from anything you can possibly think of, a negative impact on their life. Some people in society are damaged today, and they are damaged because they did trust someone. They did trust the person to the extent that they let everything go, threw caution to the wind, and it backfired. And deep down within them, they wish that someone had warned them. Someone had said something. Someone had pointed them in the right direction. So you giving this warning may be someone's saving grace. And at the same time, you do not want to be labeled a busybody. You don't want to be labeled someone who doesn't mind their business. So it's sort of a dilemma, but a decision will have to be made. And that is why I'm asking again. You were put in that position, you had encountered someone terrible before, and someone who doesn't know this person's history is going to get entangled with that person. Do you want the person beforehand? If you're going to take up a job at a company and someone comes to tell you that, you see this company, I would advise you to not take up this job offer. And the person goes, but why? And you say, well, I used to work for them some years ago. And yes, in the beginning it all seemed good and fine and perfect and rosy. However, somewhere down the line, things became pretty messed up. This and this happened and that happened. Until today, I live to regret that experience. And they say, maybe you're just angry because they fired you. Or maybe you're just angry because, maybe it's because the boss toasted you and you did not agree. That's why. Or maybe because, they try to make excuses and you said, oh well, it's up to you to make the choice, but don't say I didn't warn you. We'll go on a commercial break now. When we come back, the conversation continues. So stay tuned to Ask Me Nigeria Info. right, welcome back to the sunny side. The number to call once again 070-0923-0923. And let's assume for some reason you're unable to get through to us via the phone lines. Send a WhatsApp message, okay? The WhatsApp number and Telegram number remains 0809 030-6416. That's 0809 030-6416. A message here on WhatsApp says, good afternoon, Didi. Didi, even the Bible says, mind your business. Where did the Bible say it? I like to see the scripture. Didi, I will mind my business. They should go and experience it themselves. They know they took mouth for relationship matter. Joshua Ubang from Chantamadi. But the Bible, I know, says, be your brother's keeper. I heard now. Right? Be your brother's keeper. Love your neighbor as you would yourself. So if you're going to be your brother's keeper and if you love your neighbor as you would yourself, you will not allow them to enter into danger. Okay, fine. Joshua Ubang, let's assume this person is your family member. They want to do business with someone that duped you. And that's why the conversation goes beyond just relationship. If it was just relationship, maybe it wouldn't be so much of a problem. But you've encountered some terrible people, some scammers, as it were. And your partner or someone you know, or maybe on social media, you see that somebody wants to invest in that same company. Are you going to warn them? Are you just going to say, you know what, go and experience it? Let them take your money too, like they took my money. Let them break your heart like they broke my heart. Let them frustrate you like they frustrated me. Let's hear from Mrs. Zion in Jerry. Hi, Mrs. Zion. Welcome to the sunny side.
Celine Dion in one of our songs sang, and it goes like this. Don't say what you vow to say. Look back. I guess you know that song too.
Yeah, I know the song.
Okay. What about before you were leaving, you closed the door totally and you left? And when you left, the person went to upgrade himself. The person went to go get better. He went to dot the I's, cross the T's, fix everything, and it became a brand new cha-cha.
A brand new cha-cha.
And you now see this soft, succulent thing is walking with. And you want to go and talk to this sweet 16. That guy with the follow Mr. Zion. Now that guy, oh. Now like this in B, now like that in B. My sister did it. That sweet and succulent thing will not listen to you. You know why? She has met a brand new person. She has seen a loving person, a caring person. So you that want to come and advise her, you are a troublemaker. It's not you, it is not you there. It's just jealousy, bitterness, anger, strife. Jealous. Why don't you let this girl to continue with your, in quote now, ex? Why don't you allow them? You left the company, they are not paying you well. Company is not like this. Their own. Do you know in that period the company is going through some difficult times that the management don't want to tell their staff? You refuse to endure with the company and you left suddenly. We get one big hit from the President Tinubu administration to supply Nigerian info, data cables and everything in respect of the government that we fund that program. Just one hit, the company it became something. So what will you go and tell outside people about those who you saw with the ID card of that company? You started the business. You did not even answer how this business is work. You just tried 2-3 days. You ran away. You saw somebody want to come and do the business. That business no good though. Now so it be you. Hey, did you wait to observe? Did you ask questions? So I believe when you have to do, because all these are part of the X.
Yes,
X
no.
is not the only man and woman.
Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. All X's.
It shouldn't be that. All X's ahead. If you that left were not patient enough.
Okay, Mr. Zion, I understand your argument, but then what guarantees that this person or this company changed? How do you know they have changed? Because, see, some people have a track record. In short, it is after they leave that they go and meet other people. That is where you hear the me too. Ah, they're doing the same thing. Hey, Che, sorry.
But this is the struggling time of the company.
Well,
it might be for 2 years. It might be for 3 years.
But what if it's not strong? What if it is their nature? How can you determine that this is this person's nature and this is only a temporary thing?
See, when it comes to organizations, sometimes they may just go, let's not change the management. Let us bring that brother from Abeokuta to come and run this company here in Port Harcourt. And let us take this guy in Port Harcourt, Mr. Zion, to Abeokuta. See, the presence of JAJ in the Port Harcourt office might change everything. And you that left, you say, oh, but for the past 10 years, they're owing their workouts now. No, it's just one hit and the change of one management. It might be in a relationship. For the past 3 years, for the past 4 years, having problem with my husband, having problem with my wife. You don't know if what this man was going through at that time in this marriage. He may not want to speak because you may not support him. You know, the moment you left,
and everything it became born again.
It will also be from the woman. We have two situations like
Mrs. Zion, so you're saying mind your business.
Just mind your business and allow the person to flex in life. If they happen fine. If they happen negative, fine. But
what if you're put at that spot where people knew you know? And now, for instance, Mr. Zion, I know that you know this man. And you know this man is a terrible man for me. Are you going to make a case of, oh, maybe that time you were with him, it was this one I was doing him. I will come back and hold you that you're not a good person. Now you knew this man was a cheat, was a womanizer, was an armed robber, was a blackmail, was a wizard. She was a witch. She was this and that, and you did not tell me. Do you think I will forgive you?
This person at that time in the relationship with that initial person might be difficult.
Okay.
Financially or otherwise.
Wow.
But to manage this situation, he couldn't. But when this other person left, this guy became better. He now met Didi.
Wow.
Didi's daughter. And started loving her like never before.
Wow.
I beg, Mr. Zion, leave that your ex.
All right. Miriam Inokrika, welcome.
Denise, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. People change, I know that for a fact, but then again.
Denise, for me, I think I will tell the person, if it's my neighbor, that I know that this man is violent. And sometimes it might be risky though, but as I know is worse than. I'll just go ahead. Especially, I will look at this lady, and I will study her. If she's a person that shows maturity, I will just call her and say, "See, this man, see what happened to his last girlfriend or his last wife. Let me say girlfriend. Maybe it can act as a guide. I'm not saying don't date him, but see what happened. Maybe you know how you follow him. Maybe he easily gets angry. Just use it as a guide. If you still want to, go ahead. But I will not keep quiet and watch a lady lose her life or something bad happens to my fellow woman just because I want to mind my business. No. But tell the person in a very calm way, like an advice. You can see, even if some ladies will just be so naughty and they will tell the person, no problem, go ahead and tell the person. I don't, for me, I might not mind. But I will tell you.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And you're not scared that they will call you jealousy? Ooh. Jealousy. It's because you are not fine. It's because you are like this. It's because you are like that.
Okay. But when you see me now, looking at, in fact, if it's in present reality, when you see me, you will know that I'm not jealous of you because you're fine. Me too, God bless me small. I'm not jealous of you because you have a man. Me too, God, that's me one. So, it's just for your own good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Some years ago, I was trying to get an apartment here in River Street, and I hired the services of an agent before, getting the house. And it seemed good at first until I got robbed. And while I was still trying to track down my stolen things, coincidentally ran into another agent. Now, this agent said I should describe the house that was robbed, and I told her. And she said, that house, I hadn't stayed up to a month when that robbery happened. I was barely a month in that apartment. That house, That there was a time she took a tenant to that house. The man was a pastor. And the house, the man liked it, Then when it was time to make payment, the man suddenly called her and said, he's not interested in the house again. And she kept wondering why. So he's not interested in the house again. Why? He's not interested. And the man just said his spirit did not spirit well. It didn't go well with the house. And now she's coming to realize that it's more like the house is a problematic house. That don't get her wrong, the landlord and landlady, they are good people. However, it just happens that people in the house barely progress. Yeah. So you move into the house, and before you know it, you start losing things, and you leave the house worse than you came to the house. So she cannot tell exactly whether it was the tenants that had a peculiar problem, if it was the house itself, or if it was the landlord and the landlady that were taking the destinies of the tenants. I used to have a mentee who told me that he moved from his previous house with his family. And he said the same thing, that he just noticed that people in the house were not progressing. It's either they were losing their jobs, or this person's car will go bad, or this person's this, or one thing will happen. So he decided to move out and started building his own house. That even if the house was not completed, it was better he stayed there. Even if the house was inside bush and all that, it was better he stayed there. With time, the place would be developed than remaining a tenant in that house that people were not progressing. So you have that information. And someone for some reason had visited you in that house before and told that the house was a nice place. Maybe the person had even asked you, how much is the rent? And it was something that was fair. And the person goes ahead to ask, that compound where you stay, or that compound where you been they stay, is there space? And you go ahead and say yes. Why you asking? I want to move in. I think I like the place and I can afford it. And you know this person very well. No matter how fine the place was, and how affordable it was, and how there was constant power supply, are you going to just say, okay, take the landlord's number, or take the agent that got me the house? See, this conversation is not, it may have started on the relationship note, but relationships are quite broad. I have a relationship with my colleagues. I have a relationship with my boss. There's the colleague relationship. There's the employer-employee relationship. There's the landlord-tenant relationship. These are all relationships. But when the relationship ends, this person becomes past. So the former, or simply put, the ex. But the experience with the person was not pleasant. Which is the better option? If you know someone that is about to get entangled in that same situation or with that same person, discover it on their own. Let them discover. Say, but why you not tell me? Or warn them beforehand. Turn a blind eye. Or, no, it's my responsibility. I owe it to this person to tell. Or you who is getting involved, which would you prefer? That people mind their business when it concerns you, or people open up to you? Let the onus lie on you to take whatever they've said, hook, line, and sinker, or to further investigate. 070-0923-0923 is the number to call. 070-0923-0923. Once again, the WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 080-9030-6416. 080-9030-6416. Like I always say, turn down the volume of your radio set. Some of you keep calling the WhatsApp number, as someone is doing now. Please do not call the WhatsApp number. Only send a message, which will be read in course of the conversation. So Ida is calling from Nkora. Let us hear from Ida. Hi Ida, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My sister, I will tell the person the truth. Like if I'm staying in a house, I know that things are not going well with that house, and I pack from that house. Maybe a friend or somebody just asks me. I'll tell the person not to face the house, to release the person from that spending of that money. Because most houses, when you go there and bury somebody inside, it cannot prosper. Most of them, maybe they are dragging the land or the landed property. They are interrupted now with the problem. So you come to this house to tell my neighbor or anybody that asks me questions, I'll tell the person. So the person is not going to hang himself there. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay. Like I said, this goes beyond landlord, tenant, employer, employee, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancé, husband, wife. A message on WhatsApp, sorry, Didi, I will just mind my business. Do you know why? Because my experience with my ex might not be this person's experience with my ex. Personalities differ. But some things are constant. Like Constance Mega. Some habits are constant. These people did not change after you. Maybe you also went further to investigate and realize that this person is the same person they were to you, to other people. Did it just automatically change after you? I'm just saying, someone who is a woman beater, someone who is a man beater, someone who is a serial cheat, a liar, a narcissist, do they automatically change after you? It's been a pattern from person number 1 to person number 2 to person number 3 to person number 4. You're probably person number 5. What makes you think they will change with person number 6, like Mr. Zion is saying? I want to know. Some of these things are recurrent. So it's not, my experience with this person may not be your experience with the person. Chima from GRA, welcome to the sunny side. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, the thing is this, I think I will look at it from two perspectives. One, it depends on the relationship of who it is that was supposed to tell me. Or my relationship with who I ought to have told. So, if you're very close to me and something happens and you came to me and say, I didn't want to tell you, I will be mad with you. It would be better that you tell me and I make of it of whatever I think I should do with it. Then as for me, if I am very close to you and I have an information that I should have given you the information, I will give it to you. What you make of the information is totally yours. Because the truth is that our experiences differ. I might have a negative experience about something and you go into it and your own will be positive. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't tell you my own experience about it. You do with it whatever you choose to do with it. But what I would not appreciate is that I don't want to tell you or I foretell you. That will spoil everything. That I will really, it will change my relationship with you, basically. Thank you.
Okay. I be one tell you, or I foretell you. Good afternoon, Didi. I mind my business, especially when it comes to relationship. Most times people hate the truth. What from Eliozu, I will say nothing to you. Because individuals differ, and I can't use my experience to conclude on a person. Even if you were defrauded, there are some shops I don't buy things from. I don't buy things from those shops because I have had experiences with them. And some other persons have had experiences with them. How did I know? From gists. And that's how I go to some place, go buy something. Can you imagine? I've experienced this particular one in some supermarkets. When you buy in bulk, they tend to put some other things that you did not pick in your... Somebody help me. That thing they punch. Pum, 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 pum. One soap, one cream, one pen, one granite oil. Then you did not pick detergents. They put one detergent. You did not pick tissue paper. They put tissue paper. You did not pick carbonated drink. They put carbonated drink. And by the time they total it, your money go big. Okay, so let's assume everything you originally should have bought will cost 5,000. You see a bill of 10,000. You probably did not check, and you paid. And then you go home to realize that there were things you did not pick added to your list. I've experienced it in 2 supermarkets in this Port Harcourt, and I told myself I will never go there to buy. I've also had a colleague say the same thing. In fact, I just laughed when I saw the colleague carrying the 2 shopping bags from that particular supermarket. I said, where you dey go? He said, they go back here. What's happened? Can you imagine? I did not pick this and this and this and this. They put it in my distance. And I said, so you've experienced it too. I experienced it one time like that, and I told myself I will never buy from them again. Could the colleague have said, why didn't you tell me? For cases like that, how am I supposed to know you are going to shop? And how in the world's name did I know you were going to shop at that particular supermarket? For me to tell you. Am I in your mind? I don't think I owe you at that time. Except, of course, you had mentioned to me that I am going to shop at Nigerian Info Supermarket. Abi? So you cannot come and hook my shirts that I knew and I did not tell you. But if we had a conversation prior to that time and I mentioned and you still went ahead to shop, oh well, that's on you. My telling you is not in any way going to... I don't expect it to influence your decision immediately. I don't expect it to make you choose to or not to. But at least I have told you. So it removes that thing from me that I told you. Promise is calling from Port Harcourt. Welcome, Promise. Go ahead.
Okay. Good day, presenter.
Good day to you, Promise.
All right. I'll just make my own brief. I was in a relationship before that led to marriage. Before we disengaged. But that's something that lady normally said. She said a leopard will not change its spot on the skin. And she always says, but before we disengaged, I tried and changed my own spot. So I don't know. if she has changed her oath. But my sister, changing someone always be difficult. I don't know, but I've changed my spot on my own skin. Thank you.
Okay. A leopard does not change his spot. Good afternoon, Didi. I will mind my business because of the effect of what I do not know about tomorrow. Landlord should not come after me for demarketing his property like to other relationships. Lady V, send that in. Didi, do you know the way I react to you will change your disposition towards me? So your habit might not have necessarily changed, but the way you will relate with me will differ because of my attitude towards you. Interesting. Now we go on a final commercial break for this hour. We come back, we round off, and that will be the end of the Sunny Side today. Just stay tuned to us.
When there is news, we report it.
What about conversation? We bring it.
You go with me, you're not my class anyway.
Hey, why are you talking to me then?
Sport, current affairs, and more.
You sure can count on us. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Different ideology.